Hey everybody, it's John from aMTBer Products. Let's take a look at see what is on, just what comes up when I go to YouTube this morning on Sunday morning. Okay, here's one. Why is this lube 5 watts slower than this lube? Well, you know, we know about this company and their products seem to be under-engineered on purpose. There's no reason they makes any sense. These guys, the other guys, should I name them all? Yeah. These guys, finish line, muck off. All these companies are designing products that just ruin your bike. So it seems, because I can't imagine how a $100 million company can put out a product this inferior. And this stuff they're comparing it to is a direct knockoff, mimicking attempt of my original formula from the white bottle. Let's see, then we got the other company. Yep, this stuff is an emulsion with some ceramic particles in it. Scored very low on any friction tests by anybody who's done a test on it. You know, here's a guy that does a lot of waxing. I wanted to show this because he does traditional crockpot dip chains, and look at how dirty his cassette is from wax transfer. It's unbelievable. So this is the same. Apparently, this is the same bike. Okay, but his crockpot wax dip chains get the cassette that dirty. Maybe he's using one of the top off formulas. This is that David Arthur Just Ride Bikes guy. 1 million views. Okay, so you know, I don't know. My wax chains never got that dirty, but they did build up because wax doesn't dissolve itself, and it certainly needs a stripper to get it all off. Here's another video that came up. This all came up on the same log on to YouTube. All of these came up on so I screenshotted them all to not have all the clutter around it. 3-in oil. Before we got conned by the fancy lube. I don't know if he's saying to still use this or not. That's just a bad idea for any bike. How to lubricate a motorcycle chain while traveling. Okay, don't use a spray. Use gear oil. That's what they use on motorcycles. That's the recommended oil from chain manufacturers, and we know that doesn't work on mountain bikes. I think this Rotoluber is pretty cool. It probably won't work with wax lubes at all. It's designed for thinner products. I mean, actually, some of them like Squirt Super Secret, it's so thin because it's a water emulsion, it'll probably work in here. That stuff runs through your chain. So it'll probably work with this if you are using, but you know, I think our brush technique is it's cheaper, more effective, and you know, this thing will clog up if you put wax in it, so you probably have to clean it out. I think it's a good idea, I really do. I just don't think it works with the lubes that are now proven to be the best for mountain biking and road biking and all biking, to be honest. So J-Noise 100% solution. Okay, so there's still a huge problem in the motorcycle world that I'm working on currently. Actually, I've got it all figured out. Just need to do the testing now. So I've got the formula figured out. Smooth has got something new, a new applicator tip. I've had plenty of these ideas myself. Oh, if I could only find the screenshot or the picture of one of the ideas. It's basically just a toothbrush on the end of the bottle, and somebody sent me that. It's like, you can have this idea. So I thought, oh, you know, that's, you know, it might work, but with a wax, it's these kind of self-applicators are more for an oil-based product or something that's very thin. So then you got crazy guys like this. Quickest chain clean ever. Clean and lube your chain at the same time for best results. Well, actually, mixing in new lube with old dirt is a bad idea unless you have a completely, let me get this image off the phone here. Unless you have a completely dust repellent lube like ours is. So anything else, you saw the wax dip chains, how dirty that cassette gets. You know, it's It's pretty obvious that even if a guy like David Arthur, his huge YouTube channel with 1 million views, is still pushing products that cause your bike to get this dirty, it's clear they don't have it figured out. These YouTubers that are promoting this don't have it figured out. These companies that make these products don't have it figured out. Our stuff stays so clean, you're literally not going to believe it till you use it. You're not going to believe it till you actually see it on your own bike and compare it to everything else you've used for your entire life, and you're going to be blown away. And so now we got videos. Which wax warmer is the best? Is it this one? It's the same. These are the same. They divulged it this year. These are wax pot melters for the waxing legs industry and the beauty industry, and it's the same. It's the same exact what to look for. Okay, and then you got guys like this 4 years ago. See, 4 years ago, they're telling you ultrasonic cleaning and race chain guide, episode 8. So you got 7 other episodes leading up to this of just how tedious the process is to use these things. And 4 years ago, they still wanted you to ultrasonic clean them. Now they're saying just have 2 crock pots, one to clean it and one to lube your chain. And they're trying to tell you it doesn't take much time. Having 2 crock pots to do that, it's going to take you even longer. I'm telling you, that's about a 45-minute process just to get one chain set up off your bike and back on your bike. All right. Waiting for these pots to melt. Plus, you got to put $50 worth of wax in this one, $50 worth of wax in that one. That pot's $100. That pot's $100. There's $300. Oh my God. $300 so you can have this experience to clean up when you're done on your cassette. Bunch of wax buildup, crazy. This guy does wax chains. I don't know why he would put this out unless that's what his experience is, using his top-off formulas for his waxes. Just nonsense. And I was looking, where's my list? There's the list right on the refrigerator. From day 1. Stay clean, meaning your whole drivetrain stay clean. Step 2, goal number 2, no maintenance. No maintenance ever. Once you set it up, no maintenance ever again. Goal number 3, no quick link removal to achieve this. So those top 3 were the goal. Now, hoping for, boy, I hope I get better chain life than I've been. And my chain life is literally 10 times what it ever was, using everything, even the crock pot. I mean, the crock pot did really well when I did it, but it was the ritual of all these things. Didn't stay that clean. It required the maintenance, and there was a quick link removal every time I wanted to lube my chain. Giant pain in the you know what. 5 was, let's see if we can get racing performance. If you're new, this was what I wrote down when I developed the chain lube. This is the 7 goals, okay? Number 5 was, boy, I hope I can get racing performance with all this maintenance-free, staying clean stuff. And we do get amazing racing performance. I also wanted it safe for the environment and safe to use. So I just wrote that down to remind myself of the things. So there is no degreaser. You're not rinsing bunch of stuff off your chain and off your bike into the gutter and into your lawn, onto your driveway, and if you live in an apartment or a townhouse, you can use our stuff right in your living room. Maybe just put a towel down under your chain ring, and you can use the clean lube straight on the chain if you want to, tidy up or even convert it over. If you look at our application video, which we did right at a trailhead on a brand new bike, there was not a drop that hit the ground. Okay, so in fact, my friend with the e-bike there, he lives in a townhouse, and he does his chains with my products right in his living room, right on the carpet. Never gets a drop on the carpet. He does put a towel down, and it's safe for you to use, meaning no extremely harmful chemicals. No, let me think of some of the words here. No harsh chemical solvents like from the petroleum industry. Things that resemble paint thinner and gasoline and tooling and all these other things, and MEK, and just horrible things for you to inhale, breathe, get through your skin, which means you don't have to wear gloves. you know, if you're not using those things. And then safe, let's see, safe for you, and safe, well, safe for the bike as well too, you know, to not harm the bike. That step 8, goal 8 was also to have it affordable. So I was trying to develop a product that met all this criteria that would eventually be a $10 chain lube. Now, when I started the Smooth Lube Top Off formula, it was $10. And then, you know, we had to go to 12 once we put it on the internet, and all the, you know, all the transaction fees and eBay and Amazon and my website and all the fees involved of everything. And then the shipping, you know, everything's free shipping still on my website. So, in the United States. And just to mention again, international, if you're not in the United States, we have a $25 flat rate shipping worldwide now, including New Zealand and Australia, which is much higher. And I'm hoping it'll all balance out. But, you know, hold on a second. So yeah, if you want to try it, I know it's expensive. Shipping is so expensive now. But I've just figured that if you do a typical order of, like, say, a wax applicator brush, smooth lube chain prep, and say Darkmatter, it'll be enough to sort of offset what remaining I have to pay towards that shipping. And then, you know, if you buy the Uberclear, if you buy 2 to 3 bottles, it works out okay for me. So, you know, I'm going to do that as long as it works. If it doesn't work, I'll have to take it down. But still trying to work on a shipping option that's affordable worldwide, and it is a challenge now. It's literally the most expensive thing in the product is shipping it to you now. It never was the case. It used to cost $2.33 to ship a bottle in California here. Now it's $5 and change. So who's making the most money off my chain lube? That'd be the post office. So, you know, number 8 was to make it affordable. And I think our prices are really in line, especially with all the stuff that's coming out trying to mimic this stuff. 2019, there weren't any products on the market even remotely close to what my product is. Now there's dozens of copycats that all fall short. Their product doesn't have no maintenance. All their products don't stay clean, and they require stripping, which causes lots of chemicals to be in the environment and stuff you have to inhale and breathe and all these other things too. So that list I just showed you, this product here, the 5311 product, solves that and much more. Gives you the racing performance, gives you amazing chain life in the thousands and thousands of miles. I mean, we're talking 10,000 miles on a road bike. I stop at 6,000 miles on a mountain bike, and I get to 17-18% wear from zero. It's not even near where the shops tell you to change your chain. I think the shops tell you to change your chain at 50% now. Used to be 75%. I'm telling you, with our product, you want to shoot for 25% wear. It seems, you know, it's so far beyond what anybody else is saying, even zero friction cycling. You know, look, you're doing chain wear damage to your cassette at 50%. You're doing a little bit to your chain rings at 50%. The chain rings are bigger. They are aluminum, usually. I mean, I don't know anybody that runs a steel chain ring anymore, but some of your cassettes are steel, some of them are aluminum, some of them are half and half. You know, these things wear out pretty quickly if they're aluminum with all that torque applied, especially on the small cog. The reason why is you have all that torque just across a couple of links in the back versus a big chain ring. So, you know, the bigger your chain ring, the better wear you have. So yeah, quick rundown on that again. I got distracted with one of the animals making noise. The bigger the cog, the less wear occurs to the cog, because you have the torque applied over a larger area. So, and it's more typically it's more efficient as far as friction and watts too. So I run a 946 cassette on most of my bikes. I have a couple that have a, let's see, a 1052, like the Eagle. And all the testing was done on my 946 cassettes. And then prior to that new generation of bikes, I did it on my earlier bikes that were 10-speed, 2x10s with a, let's see, a 1136 cassette with expander cogs up to like 40. And, you know, those bikes all still have their original cassettes too, even during the development of this. And I'm talking bikes from 2012, 2013, 2014. That would be a Canfield, an SB95, an SB66, and, you know, my dirt jumpers and downhill bikes and stuff from then too. So that first generation of 5 bikes got swapped out for my new carbon bikes in 2017. I started buying the new bikes, and yeah, I still have that fleet of a couple of trail bikes, an SB100, which you saw in the last video, and then a 150 and a 165 for my enduro bikes and my sort of park bike. You know, the 165, it's kind of a bike without a definition. It's not really a downhill bike, and it's not really a free ride bike. I don't know what it is, but it's a lot of fun. I still love that bike. It's a 2021 SB165, all blinged out. I'm gonna set that bike up next for the season and do the SAG card demo with that bike. So yeah, here's the original lineup. These are the ones prior to 5311, which I just showed. There's the chain prep formula in the middle. It says chain prep along the top now. That's the bike park formula on the left, and that's the all-purpose formula 1.2 for pretty much almost everybody. Really was using that to sort of for my XC bike and my gravel, you know, if I had a gravel bike or gravel bike riders, that formula was optimized for that back then. That's what Granny Gear ran for the first year, and then we switched to 5311 on all the bikes after that. But Formula 1.2 is very viable still. It's only $14.99. The price point's very low. 5311 is a little more. 5311 should be even more than what I've got it listed at, but I've had it on sale the whole time. It still works as long as costs stop going up as fast as they had after 2020. I was able to maintain the price at $15.99, and you can see all the products come with a free little applicator brush there. And if you're a new customer, I'm giving you one of the new 3-headed brushes for free. So this is one of the 3-headed brushes here, and we just have a little band on here so you can actually control the tension. So it you know, these flex out, and if you need them tighter, you can slide this up to make it fit your chain just right. So when you get them, it's like this. You can loosen it up a little bit down to here. Okay. So this works better than any other method we've come up with. People are using their fingers for some of these waxes. Using a rag gets it all over the rag. When you use the brush, it pushes it right into where it needs to go, and it doesn't waste any product this way. And again, you can adjust the tension with this a little bit. You can see it kind of opens up as you pull it down. If you can see that there. So that's the idea. Put a little bead on your chain, push it in. That might be a little much. That's how much you'd want to put on to do the conversion. And then once you get it lubed up, you can use a lot less. I showed you just one little drop on each link, push it in with the brush, cycle it for a minute. If you think, you know, try to fill the rollers, but, you know, you should be able to apply it where it doesn't get all over the place. Well, it's spring, and it sounds like I got the first mouse in the house right now. I can hear him crawling around. I'm going to have to set a catch and release trap. I've got a few of those here. I don't use the regular mouse traps. I use the humane ones, and I let them go. These little guys, every year they show up. I don't know where they're coming in. I don't know how they get in the house. It's just so it's not that bad. As long as you get them right away, it's not that bad. Just another one of the fun little things about living in the hills up here is lots of wildlife. Bobcats, I've got mountain lions seen here in my driveway. I've got everything. It's you know, I like it, but sometimes they get in your house. I had a raccoon at the front door one day, like literally opened the door, him standing there asking me to feed him. It was pretty funny. And I don't know where the footage is of the flock of peacocks walking past my kitchen window. That was pretty funny when they showed up one day. So anyway, yeah, got to take care of the animals soon here. And they certainly are a joy to have around. All right, I already caught him. That took 5 minutes. These little traps are great if you ever have problems. So he's in there. He ate his little piece. I forgot I had these set. Just had a little cracker in there, and he found it. He was just making noise in here, and that's what I was hearing. Forgot this was already set. So I'll let him go in a minute. Poor little guy. I had forgotten that I had put in a trap by the front door, and looking around for him where the noise was coming from, I realized, oh, that's right, I already had one set in preparation for the spring here. So yeah, we get about 4 or 5 of those a year on average. It's you know, they can do a lot of damage. All right, let's see if we can do this with one hand. Let's see if we can let him out. Back open. He has to figure out how to turn around to get out of the trap. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Let's get out of there. Let's go. Come on. It takes a long time. Come on, buddy. He's scared. Come on, it's okay. Now this is going to take a minute. Let's see. Come on, buddy. It's okay. Want to go out the door? Come on. Let's go. He sees my hand and doesn't want to go. I can wedge it open. There we go. There he goes. All right. Off into the jade plants. Just pulled the rest of these out of the shed. Gonna set these around the house. Hopefully we won't have any mouse damage this year. Relatively quickly. I'll have to edit down, I guess, how long it took to release them. I didn't think about that. Well, and while I continue this one video file here, I'm creating a lot of work for myself. So AI is talking about dark matter here. There's a couple things that, you know, AI gets wrong. I want to correct this. The best dark matter chain lube often refers to aMTBer products Smooth Lube 5311. Well, it works with 5311 as a supplement, but it is a standalone for e-bikes, and you can use 5311 as a top-off for it on an e-bike or regular bike, or you can use the Uber Clear, which is really designed for it on either one. Uber Clear is a little more expensive, a little more of a winter formula. But I think the new formula that I've been working on all year is going to be fine in the dust now. I don't think it's going to take on much dust. We haven't had dust for me to test that yet. That's what I'm about to do on the SB100. The AI overview of dark matter and 5311, it's kind of combining the two together. Has the picture of dark matter, but it's talking about 5311 as well. Let's see. Praised for exceptional durability. It's better than an oil lube and better than any wax lube out there. Keeping chains clean and quiet, even in abrasive conditions like volcanic soil, and working well for high torque applications like e-bikes. You know, people were using the 5311 on e-bikes and the let's see, one guy was using the 1.2 and another guy I know was using the original Lubenschleiden bike park formula, which, you know, kind of forced me to come up with this. And so it wasn't ever, I didn't think e-bikes at the time were going to take off as big as they did, but now it's the biggest sector of the market, and thank God I have a lube for it. Let's see. Outlasting other lubes significantly. It is a thick paste-like alcohol-based formula that requires proper application, brushing into rollers, but delivers long intervals between reapplication. So that's pretty good. And then right here it shows this video shows how a popular lube performs in different conditions. This is a separate thing here talking about WD-40 on bikes, yes or no. Well, I'll say no. I know they have some lubes that are designed for bikes, but the ones I've used don't work well, and the dry lubes don't hold up either, from what I understand. All right. Well, thanks a lot for watching. I'll have to edit this down, and hopefully this is something entertaining for a Sunday morning, and hopefully got a couple rides in this weekend. It's been 100 degrees here, really hot. It's supposed to cool down today, thank God. So I'm hopefully going to get some get that SB100 put together and get a quick ride. All right, if it cut off there, yeah, I'm going to try to get a ride in on the SB100. I did fix the wheel, and I think the next one we'll do a suspension setup test for the SAG card on my 165. Show you guys how to use the SAG card if you're interested. So thanks a lot for watching.